Joe Biden and cars said learn.
And stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. Our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point with the Green New scam, open borders for everyone, and record-setting inflation that cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time.
No, this did not help the Democrats one bit. The state of the people, or the state of the swamp, was a joke, and the State of the Union was a huge success. And there's more video to see, to include receipts to show how successful the State of the Union actually was. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate, and you're going to see with your very own eyes, how the Democrats are not America first. They refused to close the borders under Joe Biden, and they are refusing to deport criminal illegal immigrants who are committing brutal crimes against U.S. citizens. They also refuse to accept that an individual, when they go to register to vote, should have to show proof of U.S. citizenship. And when that individual does go to vote, they should have to show ID. And lastly, they refuse to stand in agreement with Donald Trump when he says, stand if you agree that your job is to protect American citizens and not illegal immigrants. And let's continue on this video so you can see how silly the Democrats actually look.
Their policies created the high prices. Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times, the crushing cost of health care caused by you. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it. Let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information. They stood up for that, I can't believe. Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she's here? Doubt it. But when it comes to the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world where bribery, corruption, and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings those problems right here to the USA. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games. Delilah Coleman was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times. Elizabeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to remind everyone in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them. So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Facts.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up.
So their policies have failed, and I love the way President Trump has called them out on this. The policies that President Trump and the Republicans have enacted and want to enact have put our State of the Union in a very good place. These individuals are not America first. Now, there's very few things that they stood for, right? And one of the things that they did stand for is when President Trump said that he believes that members of Congress shouldn't have insider trading or shouldn't do insider trading. And then I love the way he trolls Nancy Pelosi, because we all know that Nancy Pelosi has benefited from insider trading when it comes to stocks. So they hate facts. You know, they hate facts. And I say that based on what has happened in Minnesota with the Somali fraud scam that has been going on for years. All right. And even when the facts are in their face, they cannot handle it. They refuse to accept that. They refuse to investigate even further as to what is going on. $19 billion, and it could be more, as President Trump said. They don't care about criminal illegal immigrants committing crimes against U.S. citizens. All they care about is power, and one of the ways that they can get power is by having these illegal immigrants come into our country, and also by cheating. All right. So if they had a chance to do this again, to open the borders, you better believe that if they take power again, they're going to open the floodgates at the border again. They can't even agree with what Donald Trump said. They cannot stand in agreement with him that their duty as the government, as the politicians, as politicians to their constituents, they can't even stand in agreement that their job is to protect U.S. citizens and not illegal immigrants. And the rest of the video is going to show more clips of Trump calling them out, and it's going to show the receipts of how successful the State of the Union actually was. Let's continue.
That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act. It's very simple. All voters must show voter ID. All voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote. And even the new communist mayor of New York City just said they want people to shovel snow. They got hit hard. Wants them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a Social Security card. In 2021,
Can't make this up.
was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy. Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. We must ban it, and we must ban it immediately. Look, nobody stands up. These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we?
I think the part of the speech that's probably going to live on for most Republicans is when he asked the Congress, stand up if you think your duty is first to American citizens before illegal aliens. Republicans stood up. It gave him his most sustained applause for the night. I suspect, man, you're going to see this in a lot of campaign ads that Democrats wouldn't stand up. What did you all think of the showmanship of that, or of sort of the spectacle of trying to get Democrats to stand up for that?
Well, I think the point, I think that you know, and it may have gotten a little muddled, but, you know, in the showmanship, but I think his point is valid. Everybody in that room represents the citizens in this country. And are you doing your job? He should, you know, the governor asked, is Trump doing his job? Trump asked, are all of you doing your job?
The way I viewed it last night watching it is that they gave a middle finger to the oath of office that they took. In fact, their new oath of office is oppose Trump. On anything, on any situation, the one thing that they seem to want to come together on is to oppose Trump. Trump could find a cure for cancer, and they would find a reason to disagree with it. Yeah. And I don't know if that is just their strategy to get them through the midterm or whatever, but I think that if it's just about opposing Trump, I don't think that the people that elected them sent them there to do that. Number one, it is about the American people first. You got to take care of home. You got to take care of your family before you can take care of, or try to help to take care of someone else's.
What do you think of, I mean, you used to be in that chamber once upon a time. What do you think of the Democratic approach this time? Either not going to the speech, being told by leaders to sit in silent protest, but that clearly, you know, didn't work for some.
I think the Democrats should have shown up. Don't play junior varsity to that area, and listen to the president's remarks, and then go out and say what you disagreed with. And there's a lot to disagree with. I don't think it helps the Democrats. That said, the president was taunting them to play as his backboard to the shot he was taking, and I don't think you give the president that, Emma, knowing full well this is all political theater for the public that's watching and stayed at least for an hour and 40 minutes.
Among speech watchers tonight, 64% say his policies will move the U.S. in the right direction. And look at the growth President Trump made over the speech. So pre-speech, it was 54% of speech watchers said his policies will move the U.S. in the right direction. After the speech, that number goes up 10 percentage points. So Donald Trump made some progress with people watching the speech from their pre-speech expectations to what they saw in the speech itself. And that 64% number, that's pretty much in range across all of his State of the Union addresses. In his first term, last year, the joint session, that's about what we've seen. Is roughly 2/3 have walked away from his speeches thinking he's going to move it in the right direction.
So a lot of red meat for the base.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. If you're a Republican on the ballot in 2026, I think you leave this speech being as happy as you could possibly be, that he sort of stuck to the script on the economy, he gave red meat to the base on immigration, and they can leave the hall tonight and sort of take that out on the campaign trail.
All right, I'm not going to drag this out, but you see the receipts, and in the words of Greg Foreman, YouTube commentator that I listen to, you seen that, you heard that. All right, check him out on YouTube, Black Conservative Perspective. But you see the receipts, folks. You see where the numbers were pre-speech, where they were post-speech. It's all about opposing Donald Trump, just like that lady said. He can find a cure for cancer, and they will find a way to oppose him. So I'm just going to leave you with those videos and to show you that the Democrats are not America first. All they want is the power, and they only know how to oppose Trump, regardless of how good the State of the Union looks how good the economy is doing, how good any of these policies that President Trump and the Republicans have enacted, it doesn't matter. All they want is to oppose him at any cost, even at the cost of their constituents. With that said, like, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video in addition.